Hey, you guys, it's your girl, Pretty Sexy Y'all the Brand, aka Thunder Assassin. And of course, you know, we are coming back for another review of Wigging Out with Tokyo Styles on WeTV. This is going to be episode 2. And Tokyo's clients tonight are going to be Tiffany Pollard, which is the HBIC, the head in charge, and also T.S. Madison. Yeah, for the girls. Ow.
I've always been so proud of you because I've watched the way that you've grown and expanded who you are, and as a trans woman of color,
Right.
It's so important that we start to think outside of just being fab. Because honey, you fab.
You know, you paved the way for me to be able to walk in here and do the things that I do.
Well, here's the thing for me. Like, I'm 46 as trans women. We're not even supposed to make it to be 30 years old.
And a lot of girls don't.
And it is so important that myself and you be representations so that girls can see that life is really worth living.
As we order the tequila, cheers to you guys and to...
So, we open up the scene with T.S. Madison coming to Tokyo Salon, and Tokyo giving us a little rundown about T.S. Madison, about her being the first trans woman with a television series, also that premiered on WeTV, and being a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race, and being an iconic internet sensation. And baby, they both walk in, and T.S. Madison said yes, and Tokyo said yes, giving each other life and love. And that is just something, as a black trans woman, I am proud to see, glad to see, and to see it represented just gives me a lot of hope. But they are sitting down talking, and T.S. Madison is telling Tokyo that she needs her a new wig, because right now she's rocking a bob, and baby, she is known for 22 inches or better, or you're practically bald-headed. And if you know that, you've been around for a long time with T.S. Madison. So they're sitting down, chopping up in the shop. T.S. Madison tells Tokyo she's proud of her, and Tokyo told her that if it wasn't for her, she would not be in the position that she's in. And that, kudos, hats off, because we as black trans women, or we as trans women as a whole, need to do that more often. And then we start to get into the tea of things once we bring out Miss Tokyo's liquor tequila, which is biatch. And I'm gonna post this on in the video. But come to find out, Tokyo used to date her manager Chris, and it was before she transitioned, and which was a great segue into being able to identify with trans women, how gay men are not attracted to trans women, only straight men are. And if a man is not attracted to this, he don't want it. He want another hard body. And I think, you know, just a good conversation, just a good topic to acknowledge to people. Also, we find out that the ladies talk about how a lot of trans women do not live past the age of 30, or do not make it to the age of 30. And T.S. Madison is just telling Tokyo how important it is that we are seeing her journey and seeing how she has worked and built herself up, and how it is just a great achievement and milestone. And it's going to impact a lot of other black trans women and others who are looking for inspiration. And that I love. Baby, and Tokyo got on this skirt, baby. It's everywhere, her in Madison. And so then we cut to Tokyo giving us a quick style that you can do at home with a unit if you have one, and showing how you can easily do it and fix your hair and be right on the go. So you can also see the hairstyle on her Instagram page, and as well as on the show, and see how she does it. So in our next scene, we see Tokyo is at the salon and she is receiving a call on her laptop. And she is trying to get to it, and baby, she gets on the call, and guess who it is, y'all? It is Tiffany New York Pollard, HBIC. Y'all know the girl, Miss Tiffany from Flavor Love, First 15. I Love New York. New York Has a Job. Just a bunch of things. We know Miss Tiffany New York Pollard from, but she's most iconic from Flavor Love, and she is going to be on the Jason Lee show, and she needs Tokyo to make her a unit within 24 hours, and she's giving Tokyo the rundown of how she kind of wants it to look. She wants highlights, layers, big volume, Pam Anderson, Boobarella, Barbarella, just sexy glamour. And Tokyo is just like, oh my gosh, she doesn't normally take last minute clients, but because Miss Tiffany is Miss Iconic as she is, Tokyo, like, she could not pass up on this opportunity or this moment, and that she only have 45 minutes. Come to find out, she only have 45 minutes to get Miss Tiffany ready, and that you have to pretty much just have the unit already ready to throw in and go. And baby, that is a whole layer of pressure and time, but Tokyo says she's up to the challenge, and like she said, this is a great opportunity for her to work with Miss Tiffany New York Pollard. So yes. So in our next scene, Tokyo only has 19 hours until it is time for Miss Tiffany New York Pollard's shoot, and she decides to go out to the bar with some of her friends and other well-known stylists like Jay Stay Ready, who does Doja Cat, and Kelly Rowland, and he recently did Victoria Monet, Erica LaPearl, which she is Cardi B's makeup artist, and she has done makeup for a bunch of ladies on your Love and Hip Hop, and Corla Ray stylist, which I did not catch his name, but he styles Corla Ray, and they are just meeting up at the bar to unwind, catch up, talk, giggle, and chit chat. And Tokyo says she likes when she's able to catch up with her friends and talk to them, because, you know, they're in the industry like she is, so they understand, like, the fast pace, the constant, always on the go, and just working. So then, as we were sitting at the bar, the question is asked, so anybody got a man? Anybody in love, relationships? And Tokyo did give us a little tea that she does have a man, and she inside the industry as well, but you know, the parts be moving, the pieces be going. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Okay, so once we leave Tokyo from hanging out with her friends at the bar, we are now only down to 7 hours until it's time for the unit to be made and done for Miss Tiffany, and we are back at the salon with Tokyo and Chris, and Tokyo is giving us a list of the products that she will be using on the wig and to set it, and now she is missing her bowl to mix her products in, so they have to use a cup, even though Chris tried to give her a paper plate, and she was like, you should know better by now, and better than that. But she is hard at work, she is highlighting, she is getting ready and making the preparations to the wig, and to work under this kind of time management, because like I said, she had 24 hours, and she's only on hour 7 right now, and she is working. She is layering. She is making sure high value, and even giving it a nice blowout. So, I mean, I'm excited to see how the unit is going to turn out. And, baby, let's see how it's going to go for the girls. So, it is the day of the install. We arrived at the stage. Tokyo is there early. She's getting prepped and proper and her things together. And she's checking through her bag. She has forgotten an important staple, which is a particular type of comb that she needs. And so she has to call Chris, and she was like, Chris is going to be so mad with her for leaving this comb because they're already there and Miss New York is on her way. Chris comes upstairs and he's like, are you serious? And Miss Tokyo, even in her interview, takes responsible, saying that she sometimes takes some of her products from her clients and she keeps them for herself and takes them out of her bag. I mean, your hairstylist, it happens. No one can be upset or mad. So, then we get to see Miss Tiffany New York Parlor come strutting through the building, baby. All black, looking sexy. The girls are growling. And, baby, she hits the corner get in the room and she said, Tokyo, finally in Tokyo. I live. And Miss Tiffany, I want to say it's a Capricorn or either Sagittarius, but I really believe she's a Capricorn because her personality is just very outgoing and bubbly. But her and Miss Tokyo are hitting it off. They're having girl chat, chit chatting as Chris is going to go get this comb. So Tokyo said let her go ahead and start preparing to take off Mrs. New York's lace from her current unit that she is wearing.
Like trans, like dating is like really hard.
It makes it difficult.
The guys like it just because they see you as sex objects, and then it's just like that they see it as a fantasy and things like that. They don't really see you as a human or like you really have feelings and like you have needs and things that you want as well. So
Yeah.
it's always just hard.
Yeah, girl. So I feel like you're really like taking reins of how you feel and you let that play out. You know what I mean?
You have to.
That's so important.
Dating as a trans woman here in Los Angeles is very hard because a lot of the time these guys are straight, low-key men who are not fully open and comfortable with themselves. So it's
okay, guys. So Chris is back with the combs. He bought 3. Good thing he did. And Miss Tokyo is now cutting the lace from around the unit and just working on the piece that she's already got to say on Miss Tiffany's head. And they are only 22 minutes before the shoot starts, and Tokyo is just working. So then Chris comes to the door and tells her that Jason is ready, and we jump to Tokyo telling him to get up out the door and go on. And so Tokyo then begins to talk to Miss Pollard about the ring on her finger because Miss Pollard is engaged, and about love, relationships, the things the girls chat about in the salon when you get your hair did. And Miss Tiffany asks Tokyo how is her dating life, how's her love life, and Miss Tokyo says, it is kind of hard to date as a trans woman, and which I'm kind of surprised that she said that, but as gorgeous as she is and having the type of success that she has, I would think that love would be easy to find. But as I see, all as trans women have a hard time dating and having relationships, because guess what? We never know if people really want us for us, or if they're just fetishizing us, or if they are even seeing us as whole human beings. So, I thank Tokyo for having an open dialogue and just sharing and being honest about the trans experience and dropping gems. So now Tokyo and Miss Pollard are getting ready, and Tokyo said they're adding a few last little touches to the hair, and her and Miss Tiffany Palmer are out on the way to the set of Jason's show, and the hair looks phenomenal. Miss Tiffany is loving it. People online are going crazy about the unit that Tokyo made for Miss New York, and Tokyo said she knew it was gonna be a hit and it was gonna be iconic because she got to work with a great and a legend. And Miss Tiffany gave Tokyo some very encouraging words at the end of the episode, letting her know that she's a beautiful young woman and that her hard work is going to pay off for her. Like, kudos, hats off. And so next time on Wigging Out with Tokyo Styles, we're gonna have Sasha Colby from RuPaul's Drag Race, which was the winner last year, 2023 RuPaul's Drag Race. And also T.S. Madison is going to be back for her unit, so we get another episode with Maddie, and I cannot wait to see you guys. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down in the comment section if you are watching Wigging Out with Tokyo Styles and how y'all liking the units in the episodes so far. Until next time, it is me, your girl, Pretty Sexy Jar the Brand, aka Slowly Sassy. She out.